Okay guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'm gonna tell you what I make as a web designer, what I make for monthly income, and also a little bit some stuff about web designers, web developers, average project sizes, etc. So if you're out to be a web designer, you have some skills in 2025 that you got to have. And also as a web developer, if you title yourself a developer, then, well, there is a huge demand for developers, but to call yourself a developer, it means a lot in 2025, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I make in the end. Let's do some general stuff. So, the difference between a designer and a developer usually is that the designer does the design, the developer does the development. So every technical implementation. Nowadays, because there are many good tools, there are tools like WordPress, like Joomla. I wouldn't name it, but I already did. Okay, and there are a lot of like what's it called? Webflow, for example. Webflow is a little bit more advanced tool. It also is used by many developers. But actually, a designer does now the job that a developer did 20 years ago, I would say. Because a designer does all the graphic elements. They use tools like Figma, Adobe XD. They use Photoshop. They use the Adobe Illustrator. They use these graphic programs, right? And they combine it with tools like Elementor, with tools like, what's that one thing called that everybody is using now instead of Webflow? Never mind, maybe I link it in the description when I remember it. So they use these design tools and use this design and implement it in a drag and drop builder, basically. And sometimes they learn even more and they know how sales funnels work, and also they know how programming small plugins works, how customizing themes works, and that's where I am actually. I never learned graphic design. I get my designs from a dedicated web designer, and I'm working with those and implement it with drag and drop builders like Elementor, but I also do customizing plugins, I do customizing themes, and I also know a lot of tools that make life easy. So when I started out, I was a medical student building my first website, had no clue about hosting, had no clue about web development, had no clue about design whatsoever, and I just stick to websites I liked and build something similar in Elementor. No, actually in Thrive Architect. I have also an online course about that topic on Udemy. So I built that in Thrive Architect. Then I transitioned to Elementor because I needed to do more complex relations like dynamic fields. Like if you have, for example, you got all the informations of the company in one place, in one place at the website, and you type in like the address, the phone number, anything, and it changes, and you would have to change it everywhere on the website. And what I needed was a tool where I could store this in a central place and then use it everywhere as a variable. And that's what Elementor can do very well, combined, for example, with the plugin Advanced Custom Fields. So I transitioned to Elementor. I think Thrive Architect later on they implemented this as a whole, some kind of central dashboard for company. For global fields, let's say, not only company information, for global fields, like also for social media profile links, etc. But at that time, when I used it couldn't do it properly, and then I switched to Elementor. Okay, and then I needed to customize stuff. I needed some additional things to learn for WooCommerce shops, and I needed to learn programming a little bit. Yeah. So what I then did was I watched tutorials online, and I got some code snippets from forums, and I customized them myself. And then with the rise of AI tools, like right now I do a lot with GitHub Copilot, and also with Claude, Claude. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but Claude has really good programming understanding, so it does a very good job in customizing plugins. I got a guy who helps me out. He's a PHP developer if I like don't know how to fix something. But that's basically what I do. So I did this as a complete beginner. I learned how to build websites with drag and drop builder, learned everything about online marketing, digital marketing, and then I learned coding. I also took a course on Python, so I know a little bit about automation, but basically, yeah, that's not so useful when building WordPress websites. Okay, and that's what I do. And a developer, so to get this circle closed, a developer usually just deals with implementing a design or a functionality that is predefined, right? He doesn't think about how could this look design-wise, how could the customer journey be. He just implements something that is already built out visually, and that's it, right? But a developer can do a lot of more complex stuff. So I would not ever call myself a developer because I'm not skilled enough in that field. Yeah, I know coding a little bit, but a full stack developer, for example, they can build apps from scratch. They can do, like, I can also make API calls with some lines of code, yeah, but they can implement whole payment systems, for example. So this is what a developer does. And yeah, I always felt a little bit in the middle of a designer and developer. So now let's come to the point that you're all waiting for. What am I earning monthly? So it varies, of course. So when I just was self-employed, and I did, let's say, 1 to 2 projects per month, I would get, I don't know, between 5,000 and 7,000 per month, something like that. Yeah, that's what I would make, because projects are sometimes more, sometimes less complicated. For small websites, I still do not charge more than 2,000 euros. So small websites, let's say up to 10 subpages, where the front page is designed individually by my designer, and basically, yeah, if there comes something on top, and that's where the money comes from, because over time you build some retainer clients. They want some adjustments, they want some work done by you every month, so you don't have to acquire more projects every month, but you stick with your old clients. Sometimes they just want like one more subpage, or they want functionality improvement, or they want anything, yeah, and you can have those retainer clients also charged on a monthly basis. So right now, as I'm selling my company, I have retainer clients about 2,000, 2,500 per month, something like that. They just pay me this monthly, and I take care of their problems if they have some. If they don't have, well, they pay nevertheless. But like I also officially this money that they pay for certain hours per month that I'm available for them. So if a client says, okay, last month I didn't use it and this month I need something, I won't say, okay, I charged him some extra because he didn't use it up last month and it's gone. So I would say, okay, yeah, then if it's the work for those 2 months, then no problem, I will do it. I will still do it and not charge anything extra. But you could, of course, say, okay, for example, this guy pays me $50 a month or $100 a month, and he comes to me like every 3 months, and for the availability he pays $100, and if he has 1 hour of available time to use up and the month is over, then this time is gone. And if he comes every 3 months, he only has the 1 hour of this month that he just paid, and the other 2 months are already used up, right? Automatically. You could do it like that, but I usually don't. I usually say if it's not too much, like if somebody comes with a larger improvement of his website, and he comes once in half a year, let's say, and I still do something, you know, I still do the updates, I check that everything is working fine. I always ask them if they need something. So I still do something every month, but sometimes the hours are just not used up. And if, let's say, he comes like, once half a year, and he says, I need this thing and it takes 6 hours, then I would charge him a little bit extra. I won't charge the full 6 hours, but I will charge him something extra, because if every client did that, then in 1 month, I wouldn't even have enough hours to serve them all for half a year in 1 month. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically it. And so when I had my employees, so when I was self-employed, alone, working alone, I would make, up to 7,000 a month, something like that, in a usual month, without crazy amount of sales, right? I would just rely on recommendations. I wouldn't do sales. When I did sales, when I had my employees, and now you can see, like you can see my office, it is basically empty, right? Nobody else is here except my dog. And I only have one part-time employee left, because I'm selling this web design business, as I told you in a video before. And when I had one full-time employee and 3 part-time, and 2 of the part-time were with 20 hours. No, sorry. One part-time was with 20, one with 30, one full-time. And I had to make about 30,000 revenue per month to keep them all busy. And in most months I didn't make 30,000. So, if I would have wanted to keep something also in the company as a profit, as a good profit, let's say I want to keep 5,000 in the company, and I have 4 people to pay, plus me, plus I have to pay the rent. I have some licenses to pay. I paid a lot of money for software licenses, like let's say 2,000 per month for let's say email marketing, automation software, let's say SEO. I had one SEO tool. I paid about $400 per month just for the SEO tool. I have one learning platform, like the platform that we use to educate our clients and to educate the employees. It still cost me $600 a month. I have canceled it, but I'm tied to this company for a year, so I'm still locked in until March, I think. So I still have to pay these $600 although I'm not using it anymore because I'm not acquiring new clients at the moment, and I don't have 4 employees anymore. So basically that's a thing when you realize that you earn only 5,000 or maybe 4,500 per month that's left for you, when you suddenly have to pay your employees and there's less and you have more work to do than before, because some projects you have to do yourself and you have to supervise, you have to manage people, you have to educate them. You are responsible in the end for everything, like every client takes you accountable for everything. You're completely stressed out because you have to do the sales also, and there's less money. And that's why I decided to sell my business. And that's also, like, I could have built it further up, you know. I was just on the edge of building this into something really big, let's say. But then I thought about, like, do I really want something big? Or do I want to keep small, take my 7,000 per month home, right? Have enough money for me and my family, and do some YouTube vlogging and also my YouTube automation. By the way, my YouTube automation channel is now 3 months old. It brings in about 300 euros per month right now at this moment. I have production costs of about 150 per month for 7 to 8 videos a month. And it keeps growing. And maybe in a year it has not 300 but 3,000 cash flow at the same or slightly higher costs, because the views keep coming and it's totally passive income, you know. And then I wonder, why should I stick to a business model where I have to acquire new clients every month to scale only with employees, because every bigger client means I need 1 more employee. Why should I do that if I can just have passive income instead, just for talking in front of the camera, like on this channel? Yeah, I'm also planning to scale this one until it has at least 1,000 subscribers and gets multiple thousand views per video, because this is no work for me. This is just talking about what I did, right? And right now we are at 48 subscribers. Maybe if you like this video, maybe you're 49. That would be fun. A fun challenge. If you watch until here, I guess you like this channel. Maybe you can just subscribe and comment the number of subscriber, like the subscriber count that is there when you subscribed. That would be very cool. Anyway, and I can motivate and inspire people, and I talk to an audience that hopefully that find this helpful, what I'm saying, right? And that's what makes me happy, and I don't have too much stress anymore. So that's what I make as a web designer / web developer. Now you know a little bit more of this story. And if you want to know more of the background of why I'm selling the company, apart from the financial thing, then watch my video on why I'm selling my web design business in 2025. See you there. Have a good day.